let's shift our focus to everything that's happening in Jammu and Kashmir, and there seems to be a massive political realignment that is underway. Now, it comes at a day when after 14 months, Mehbooba Mufti is now a free woman. She walked out of her house arrest, met with party workers, also met with Gupkar Abdullah and Farooq Abdullah. That picture on your screen of the three chief ministers getting together. There are tribals, remember, ideologically and politically way apart, but they all got together and they met Mehbooba Mufti. Now, this meeting is extremely crucial because now not just these two parties, but 6 parties, regional parties in Jammu and Kashmir will now get together and sign what is being called a Gupkar Declaration. To understand more about what this declaration is, what does it demand, what does it mean in the political realignment and the future of Jammu and Kashmir, let's go across to Nazir Masoodi, who joins us now. Nazir, we earlier reported, and correct me if I'm wrong, on the 4th of August 2019, the first declaration was signed. Immediately after that, there was house arrest of all these leaders that took place. Now, when all of them are back, they are taking it forward. They've got 6 political parties together and saying, we are united in our demand against whatever happened with Article 370. They are saying they are speaking in one voice today. How crucial is that?
Well, Sonal, it is very, very important development in Jammu and Kashmir's political history, because for the first time, mainstream political parties, who were one way or the other way always being aligned with the ruling regimes and the political parties in Delhi, are coming together to fight jointly what was done by Delhi last year. Mehbooba Mufti termed it a daylight robbery and humiliation of people of Jammu and Kashmir. Soon after she was released yesterday, she said August 5, which is the day when Article 370 was revoked and Jammu and Kashmir was reduced to a union territory, she said it is a black day and it's a black decision. Then she is going a step further. She is saying besides their demand for the restoration of 370, they want resolution of Kashmir issue. He said it is not an easy path, but they will certainly, with their conviction and commitment, they will follow it and they will commit, they will fight it together. Soon after this, her party colleagues visited her. Then Farooq Abdullah and Gupkar Abdullah went there. They met with her. Gupkar Abdullah spoke there and talked about that they will be meeting tomorrow again at Farooq Abdullah's residence to firm up an alliance, which would be, and the Gupkar Declaration will provide basis for that. What is Gupkar Declaration? It was adopted by all political regional parties on 4th of August last year, a day before 370 was revoked, which says that they will defend the identity, constitution, and the constitution of Jammu and Kashmir and state district identity of Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir region, and they will fight for it. Since it has been now revoked, they are saying they will now fight for its, restoration and also the resolution of Kashmir issue. So a big political development in many ways. Those who were actually partners of BJP some time back, it was National Conference at one point of time, it was PDP also, it was People's Conference led by Sajjad and other groups, and they all are coming together to fight BJP, to fight Centre. They demand restoration of 370. Remember, it was alignment of all political parties cutting across party affiliations in Ladakh, which forced Centre to talk to the groups in Ladakh political parties, whom Mr. Amit Shah met them and promised that their demand of giving them 6 schedules and Bodo Council-like, territorial council-like status will be addressed. And they have given this month only, they will start talks with the Ladakhi groups as well. So for the first time, you see political churning happening here in Jammu and Kashmir, mainstream political parties joining hands, coming together for one cause, which is restoration of 370.
All right, arch rivals, now friends, now alliance, in an alliance at least ideologically at the moment when it comes to the issue of the restoration of Article 370. Let me take it forward to our guest this evening. I've got Arun Gupta, spokesperson BJP from Jammu and Kashmir. Arun Gupta, you just heard what Nazir is saying for the first time. In fact, for the second time in the history actually, we've had these 6 political parties unite together all against the BJP at this point, saying this is not on. How does the party plan to combat this?
You said hardcore rivals turning into friends and then a common goal of BJP. But they really have to understand and appreciate the ground realities. And the ground realities are the people in Kashmir, people in Jammu and Kashmir are extremely happy with this, what has happened. This Article 370 and 35A had made their lives miserable. Today they are very happy. They are coming back to the peace. They want to live peacefully. It's only a handful of people like them who just want to continue their shops. But let me be very honest and frank with you that as far as these parties are concerned, they are combining together or they're talking about something which is not sustainable, is not going to do anything. Now, as far as the BJP is concerned, you know, BJP has got its own strengths. BJP is a political party which people give their mandate, people respect them, and all over Jammu and Kashmir, people are extremely happy with the way things have happened.
Aren't you worried about these political parties getting together, garnering support in a way and all campaigning now against the BJP? Speaking in one voice against the BJP?
BJP has been seeing this party for the last 70 years. Please appreciate. We understand them very well. So we are not, it's not a matter of getting worried or getting something. We know one thing for sure, that whatever has happened, whatever has been done, that has been done for the country. Jammu and Kashmir is like any other state in the country, and nobody has right and authority to talk about something which is not there against the country. You see, they have the right to voice their opinions within the Constitution, but anything out of the Constitution is not acceptable to anybody, any citizen of the country.
Okay, let me quote to you a couple of lines actually from this resolution and try and understand those pointed response to what you're actually saying. You know, in that entire declaration which has been signed, it's part 2 actually, they speak very categorically and they say that the declaration describes centre's decision as a measure to disempower people of Jammu and Kashmir and also say it is grossly unconstitutional. Come to me on the fact that the measure to disempower people of the valley. What is your response to that?
Jammu and Kashmir as a state has a population of 1.3 crore. And out of 1.3 crore, please understand, handful of people, maybe a couple of thousand people, they cannot decide the fate of the people of the whole Jammu and Kashmir state. People by and large, everybody wants to live peacefully, they want to progress, they want to grow, and they are seeing the way things have started happening in Jammu and Kashmir. So, I mean, let's be very frank on the ground realities, and the ground reality is that people, the citizens of Jammu and Kashmir, they are only for the peace, and they have already embarrassed the peace. They want to go ahead with the peace.
All right, that was Arun Singh. Thank you so much for joining us with your perspective.